How's it going, traders? Coming at you with some Greninja Starmie action today. A phenomenal pairing in Pokemon Pocket. Starmie EX's early aggression often causes your opponent to retreat their damaged mons back to their bench, and Greninja's Water Shuriken is perfect for cleaning them up after the fact. This deck list has a ton of low energy attackers, almost all of which have low retreat costs as well, so we get to shuffle our own Pokemon in and out of the active spot, meaning our opponent has to do a ton of damage to get through to those 3 match points they desperately need to win the game. Our traders are a spread of utility singletons with X-Speed, Potion, Giovanni, and Sabrina, giving us utility in different spots. You'll note that this deck list is explicitly not playing Misty. After testing it with and without, I found I really preferred the utility of extra things like Potion and X-Speed as opposed to the very occasional high roll that Misty would provide for me. At any rate, I hope you enjoy the gameplay that I have for you today. I think it does a fantastic showcase of both Greninja and Starmie. If you enjoy what you see, smash that like button for the rest of the day. Have fun. How much of an underbaked metagame do you think is partially attributed to the lack of ranked ladder, so people are playing fun decks more for fun? When I'm talking about metagame statements dying online, I'm not talking about random matches in here. I'm talking about inside of tournament settings. I also think the implication of your statement there is that ranked ladder means there's more innovation, and that's actually not true. Ranked ladders are actually incredibly stifling for deck innovation because ranked ladders aren't about winning the most. Ranked ladders are about playing decks that are reasonable and playing them an unhealthy amount. So, brewing decks and discovering things that are not found yet that could be good requires losing. And if your goal is to make number go up on a ranked ladder, you don't want to spend time losing. Ranked ladders actually heavily discourage innovation in card games and in games, strategy games like this where you're trying different builds. Because if your goal is to move up the ranked ladder as quickly as possible, you are much better off playing an established deck with a 55% win rate than you are losing a bunch to find a better deck with a 58% win rate. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yep, and decks that win quicker tend to be favored because they get sets in faster, which that's actually a problem Snap doesn't have because the games are all 6 or 7 turns. The game length is more symmetrical. All right, if we top deck Giovanni, the Greninja is lethal here on this Pikachu, and the game is over. What an easy game of Pokemon Pocket, chat. Easiest game of Pokemon Pocket I ever played. No problems with that Pikachu EX deck. Crunch. Card games are easy. Just draw the cards you want, gamers. And the people who are successful are doing the same set of things, but not everybody that does those things finds success. How free-to-play friendly is Pokemon Pocket? It's fairly reasonable. Once they add trading, it'll get better. It's not terrible. How does your viewer count here streaming Pocket compared to streaming Snap? It's actually almost identical. I'm a data nerd, so we'll share some data here in a second. Yeah, we're actually upstreaming Pocket compared to Snap today. Snap is at an incredibly low point in its content life cycle. I get so mad every time a water move doesn't crit Moltres. Fair, honestly. It's gorgeous, chat. Do they have Charizard on curve is the question, though. Every day we die a little more. There's usually more Snap creators in the Pocket category these days when I check. Yeah, I mean, my Snap metrics being on the downswing is not like me personally having bad metrics. It's, you know, like I said, it's just where the game's at in its life cycle. It's not like I'm doing something wrong. So, the Farfetch'd here is actually a great draw along with the X speed. Because this lets me set up knocking out the Moltres with the Farfetch'd. So that way, whatever they switch into doesn't get 2 knockout points from knocking out my EX. Start putting damage on their eventual Charizard here. Snap just didn't jive for. Yeah, Snap is not a traditional card game. Pokemon Pocket is much more traditional card game than Snap, and it's not really close. I agree that Snap's new player experience desperately needs to change. It's genuinely hard for me to recommend a new person start Snap today. The Sabrina's lethal? The Sabrina's lethal. Sorry, my brain is bad. Talking about metrics and stuff. This is one of the many reasons why we have a split of Farfetch'd and Kangaskhan. Being able to retreat the Farfetch'd has value, while being able to be tanky with Kangaskhan has value in the Pikachu matchup. Is Lapras EXOP actual stream title? The games change, but the gamers making content for them stay the same. Well. Sockman, thank you for the 21 months. Welcome back. Wish Nidoking and Nidoqueen are better. I think Nidoking is really close to, if not is actually a playable card. I think Nidoqueen needs some love. Nidoqueen needs some help. Yeah, I think Nidoking Weezing is close to being competitive. I think we get a Nidoking EX in one of these sets that can flex with that card is probably great. Can you poison with the Weezing from the bench? You cannot. They don't have a Weezing evolution here. They're just going to be crunched under our damages. Oh, no! This is a spot where Kangaskhan is very bad, video gamers. Holy brutal. Unlucky. Played myself. Shouldn't have played it out. That's fine. Mama's going to throw hands and we're A-okay. Mama heard me trash talking and was like, listen, I'm gonna put this snake in its place. It's okay, just win your flips. Oh my goodness, they have dark energy in their deck. Wonder if that's intentional or if they misclicked. You haven't played much Pidgeot lately? Did you have a change of opinion? I think just the stage 2s that like fully die to Pikachu are just a tough sell. It'd be a pretty big payoff. Is there a trick for Wonder Picks? There are 2 things that can improve your Wonder Pick odds. 1, be lucky. 2, don't be unlucky. Let me know if you need me to repeat that so you can write it down. Pick from packs that have multiple cards you want. Yeah, that falls off as an option pretty quickly, though. The thing to understand about the Bent Corner Pax Ruber in Pokemon Pocket is that it is the easiest way to pick out people you should never take game advice from ever again. Because the types of people who are willing to believe conspiracy theories like that tend to be less intelligent on average and have worse game theory understanding of things. My dearest gamers, when the loot box in the gacha game has a problem with it, it gets fixed in hours or days at most. It does not remain broken and bugged. Are you not playing Marvel Snap anymore? My dear gamer in Christ. I played Marvel Snap today, yesterday, and the day before, and I have posted a Marvel Snap deck highlight every day for like the last month. Speaking of getting better at card games, developing object permanence will help you be a much better tactical gamer. The stream title even says more Snap tomorrow. Wow, that gamers would be pretty upset if they could read, I bet. Hey? So with the Ninja next turn, we can clear the Weezing and then Hydro Splash again. We'll see if they have Koga. Oh, good call, honestly. Know your limits. So next turn, I'll get to force them to choose between letting me knock out Coughing and letting me knock out Dragonite. We know one of their face down cards is Weezing here from the Koga. Let's Sabrina them before they know I have Greninja. Oh my gosh, writing down cards from a Thoughtseize. There's something I haven't thought about in a long time. Can I take out the Dragonair just in case they have second Dragonite in hand? I don't think that's relevant. I know they have the Weezing. And Dragonite has a retreat cost of 3, so like we're gonna knock it out. If they have the second Dragonite, we're gonna knock it out way before it's relevant. This game was a good example of why the Dragonite deck isn't competitive inside of any of the tournaments. Whilst this Starmie EX deck isn't super popular, it applies a lot of pressure very quickly like Pikachu EX does, and the Dragonite deck just gets run over. Going second, and I have Starmie EX. Gosh, this game is easy. I think it was such a baffling, boneheaded move by Disney and Lorcana for them to cease and desist the fan-made client that was active without them having their own digital client ready to go. Like, very obviously they wouldn't want the fan-made client hanging around if they were going to try and monetize their own thing, but shutting it down before they had their own all good to go is very silly. Let's appreciate that. Welcome back. Them putting the energy on the active Mewtwo is so good for us, because it means the Starmie's gonna just clean them out. Oh my gosh, should I hit the Frogadair too? So good, chat. I think in my opponent's spot here, they were supposed to put the energy on the bench Mewtwo and start building that one up, giving up the active one to the Starmie here. Now they're going to be behind in match points and tempo. Please, for the love of God, don't actually tell me that the Pixelborn client wasn't technically sent to cease and desist. That was functionally what happened, and you know as well as I do that that's the case. I do not care about the legal distinction.